All right, everybody, welcome back to Tier List Week. We didn't have any yesterday because I forgot it was Halloween, but we can get back to the regularly scheduled Tier List program, I guess. All right, so let's just get right into it. Here's the legend. Obviously, if you need to see, keep in mind these are just my opinions. It's just a mobile video game. These are the people I think are the best. This is across a bunch of different game modes. So, obviously, some people are going to be better in battlegrounds and some are going to be better in incursions. I try to just keep it, as even as I could. So just keep that in mind. And if you're going to make any comments, keep them civil. You've been doing a great job in the last two videos. I'm having a lot of cool discussions with people about who to move up and who to move down. So yeah, I'm always open to hearing those. So let's get started. So useless. Actually starting off, I don't think Black Widow deserves to be here, but she needs to be awakened. She can be useful. I used her for the CCP challenges in order to get Stark and Hand Spider-Man and as a 7-star, and she actually really surprised me about how much she could shut down. So I don't think it's fair to have her here, but it's too late now. The video has started. Daredevil, Netflix, Elektra, Moon Knight, Karnak, Night Thrasher, Punisher, and Winter Soldier. All characters I want to see buffed, especially Moon Knight, Elektra, and Night Thrasher. I think people just forget Night Thrasher exists. So moving on to usable, Black Panther Civil Warrior here. He is getting a buff. I'm pretty sure we know that for sure, or it was leaked or something. I don't usually mention leaks, but I think it's been long enough. And I do believe that Kabam themselves even said a Black Panther buff was coming like a long time ago. They just never specified when. So I think this is completely fair to mention. But yeah, but right now he's just usable. An all right defender. I should put this icon on there. But he is, oops. But yeah, he is, he's all right. But I think that buff obviously will make him way better. We got Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen. Obviously, he was buffed a long time ago. I still think he's not really that great. Gwenpool, Hawkeye's a 7-star. Jabari Panther, Craven, Misty Knight. I have a 7-star rank 2 Misty Knight. She's not anything special, but she can do some stuff, I guess. Ronin, I just pulled on a 7-star. Depression. Squirrel Girl, I have a rank 5. Just fun to play an event quest. That's about it right now. Silver Sable, she's getting a buff. But right now she's really just usable. Taskmaster and Thor Ragnarok. Okay, moving on to Amazing. This is where stuff starts to get juicy, I guess. There's a couple changes here and a couple placements here. So we got Baron Zemo in here, Black Panther OG, Black Cat, Black Widow Deadly Origin. She's a 7-star now. If I can test her myself, she might go up to God tier. I just really want to test that burst damage for myself as like a rank 2 7-star. But then I had Shield. So a long time ago, the last tier list I made, I had Shield as in the See You Later tier. But she, I feel like she's kind of fallen down. I try to base these lists on how often how often a problem comes up and how often I use a champion to solve that problem. And how many champions I would go to before I use this champion to solve that problem. And Shield is just kind of in that area where, like, if I need some bleeds, I'm probably going to be using Nick Fury. If I need critical hits, I'll be using someone like Hitmonkey or even Patriot, who's on this list now. If I need to deal with debuffs, again, we got Kingpin, we have Crossbones. We have, I don't know, there's a lot of problems that she can solve if you don't have solutions to those already. But if I'm going to choose her over somebody else, not really, not anyone in the next tier at least. So anyways, that's why she got dropped down so much. So still a great champion, still amazing, but I think this is where she probably belongs. We got Crossbones here. Really, the only reason he's in here still is because the last two Gladiator Circuit metas, just I haven't been nice to him. It's been crit me and he doesn't crit. And now we're moving into a Gladiator Circuit meta where buffs are almost useless. Basically, anytime you use a special attack, I think they get nullified or something. And if they get nullified, the opponent gains power. Like, it's not going to be good for him. So unfortunately, he gets stuck here for November. Elsa Bloodstone is here. Very good. Hitmonkey, very good. Ever see a 7-star Hitmonkey, watch out. Killmonger's in here. I maybe could be moved up. I'm not sure. Like there's some metas I see him everywhere, and there's some metas I just don't. But you know, and everywhere else, I'm not really using Killmonger. Moondragon. I really wanted to love this character. I do like the character, but I think she just fits here. We got Patriot. So Patriot's a new champion, obviously. Needs to be awakened though, in my opinion, to really get the most damage out of him. And I'm not quite sure how to feel about him yet. I think this is a good placement because his damage is all right, anyways. But you know, even dealing with photons in like in battlegrounds or even an event quest, sometimes is still kind of tricky. I don't know if that's just because I don't know how to play him yet, 100%, or if I'm missing something. Now he does a lot of cool stuff, like he gets that true. Basically, he just ignores phasing on his parry, which is super nice. And then the more debuffs he has on him, like the stronger he gets. It's an interesting kit. I've tried to play around with it. I haven't met rank 2. I'm just not quite sure where to put him. If I'm being completely honest, he's still kind of new. Not a lot of people use him. Stealth Suit Spider-Man, amazing champion, absolutely. Now moving on to God tier. Still have Aegon here, just because he's kind of the go-to for Necropolis. If you haven't done that yet, that's who you're probably going to use, in my opinion, if you just want a straightforward person who can counter almost everything. I think he counters like 95% of that whole thing. Got Agent Venom. So Agent Venom's only here if he has the synergy. Okay, the synergies, I should say. Agent Venom with synergies, God tier. Agent Venom without synergies, usable. And it's kind of a huge swing. And, you know, I feel like as time goes on, you know, we're at a place where like people don't really need event quest or story champions anymore. Probably could move him down, but I just like keeping him here for fun. Atuma, because he's just, I can't, even when I'm using champions who don't make contact, I still take damage. So it's just like whatever. Like he's just a good defender all around. Blade with synergies in, you know, story content, event quest stuff. Really, really good champion. Definitely God tier. And in Battlegrounds, he just completely shuts down dimensional beings. I've posted some screenshots of him on defense. Actually, when people get trapped into dimensional beings, I can actually place them on defense and they can't do anything to him. Their abilities won't activate. It's quite amazing, actually. Falcon, he's pretty boring, but he is undeniably a God tier skill. Like you just swipe back and then hold block, and then he shuts down just whatever the defender's doing. And I think he just needs to be awakened to be the most effective. But yeah, just a great champion. Korg, tried and true, every single meta, almost every single meta. He's just good. A good defender, annoying. Up next, Mantis. Very good champion. She comes and goes in different metas. But overall, she's just really, really solid in most metas. Doesn't rely, again, coming up Gladiator Circuit, doesn't really rely on buffs, so definitely a champion you might use there. Actually, a lot of these champions you'll probably see just because, you know, we're looking for champions without buffs. Masakre, amazing. Amazing. If Stark Enhanced Spider-Man wasn't in the CCP challenges, it would have been Masakre as my choice. I moved Mole Man up, actually, from amazing to God tier because he appeared as a 7-star now. So he's just way better and way more useful. And his peak is way higher, obviously. Then we have Shang-Chi in here. I get decimated by Shang-Chi's in Battlegrounds. I get scared when I see them because people who know how to use Shang-Chi are really good. With Shang-Chi, I just still don't have a 7-star. And so I haven't invested in the 6-star. It's just how it is. And then Valkyrie's here. Very good. Again, comes and goes. But overall, I think really good. I think she could be a 7-star. So I hope to see her as a 7-star eventually. But yeah. Now, finally, who is in the See You Later Alligator tier? It is going to be Bullseye, Kate Bishop, Kingpin, and Nick Fury. So the new addition here is Bullseye coming from God tier to See You Later tier because even after his nerf, his DPS on defense is nuts, dude. Even against even against like mutants, he's still just melting. If you can, and I don't know about you, but I can't. I have a hard time dodging his special one because the timing needs to be perfect. And if your input drops anyways, you're gonna take a lot of damage. So I choose to kind of block. Like I think I evade the first hit and I try to block the rest. But so even if they're bleed immune, he's still doing tons of special one damage, and he is programmed to use that special one. Like he's not gonna hold that special one. You're gonna have to stun lock him, otherwise he's just gonna do that, and he can't really stun lock him anyways because he gets that evade ability and dodges out, and then full combos you, special ones you, and you're dead. Anyways, so yeah, he's here now. Kate Bishop, don't need to explain this. She's just good. Like her ability, her kit is just good for a lot of the game. Kingpin here, I think he still deserves to be in here. I ban him a lot. It just depends, I guess on the meta, but I think just even without the meta, it's starting to kind of slow down his use because he's still locked at a 6-star. So I do see people not using him as much as the game has gone on because people are getting more rank 3s now, and if you have a whole roster of rank 3s, you're probably not using an Ascended Kingpin anymore. So yeah, that's it. And then we have Nick Fury, who is, I don't think I've taken him out of my Battlegrounds deck since Battleground started. He's been good for every single meta ever as a defender. Like he's just good. Okay, even with now that there's counters, not a whole lot of people are investing solely on a Nick Fury counter, like Danny. So you just don't see him around quite as often. And the ones who can reverse his second life, it's kind of tricky. I know you can do it with like Warlock if you're good, and I think Penny can do it if she's awakened, but I haven't really looked into it too much. But anyways, point is he's just an amazing defender, and then you can use him on attack in a lot of cases. So yeah, don't sleep on him on attack. And then as a questing champion, absolutely just like he'll carry you through so much because you have a whole health bar to play with, and then when he gets knocked out, you have a whole second health bar that's going to slowly tick down, and then you'll have at least 25% health left, and then you have the super nice Fury. So it's just all around just an amazing champion. All right, guys, so that's my list. Let me know what you thought. Did I miss anyone? Do you think anyone should be lower? Do you think anyone should be higher? Do you think the placements are just right? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, I really like reading those and responding to those. And yeah, this is just fun to do tier lists, man. Just fun to do tier lists. So don't hate me too much if you don't agree. It's I'm just a guy making tier lists on a mobile video game at 2 a.m. So that's it for this video, I guess. Y'all take care.